Hello, everybody. First off, weird enough to say this, let me just get this out of the way. If you're wondering what image is in the background, it's my logo. Okay, anyways, it was just bugging me. I wanted to make sure I mention it. But here today, I'm gonna be kind of a mess. Kind of ironic, because of exactly what MatPat had to do. But at this point, 8.9 million people, probably more, have known this, and you probably know it too. MatPat has decided that he is going to step back from full-time YouTubing across 5 different channels at the very least. And oh wow. Wow, that's that was it. MatPat, how many videos do you have on your goodbye internet video? Is that a good sign? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Um, this man's been doing YouTube for 13 years. And I don't know how long I've been watching him for. I've been watching him for quite a long time. Man, this man was starting YouTube when I was a young child. Like, really young. Oh, was I even 10 yet? No, I would have just been 10. Roughly. Outing my age, but whatever. Roughly around there if I did my math calculations correctly. But, I don't think I started watching him when I was that young, but I definitely started watching him shortly afterward. I mean, of course, it's so hard to track back to what my first video was that I watched. And I'm on my YouTube account, by the way, so this won't have any of my stuff. I did that on purpose. I want to be on this YouTube account on here to not out my personal one. But, I left a comment in hopes that MatPat will see it, and I don't think this video or that comment will ever reach him. And that's not the point of this. The point of this is to stress my, well, I guess it is kind of the point, to stress my gratitude. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, I was watching FNAF Help Wanted 2, and, you know, this really shows you that you never know when things will change. You'll never know when something you like will have to change. You know, your job, if you like it, or your computer. You have a really nice computer, it breaks down. You know, I want to state that I am so grateful that I've had the privilege of watching and enjoying content made by MatPat over the past however long since he started, 13 years since he started. I don't know how long I've been watching, but for the long time, my personal channel that I watch the most is GT Live. I started the first Killer Frequency video. And he did say that he'd be going till the summer, so I still have a couple months, I'd say, until the summertime, of more content with MatPat, which is really cool. That's interesting. I want to watch that. But, I watched all of these. I haven't really had a creator in a while where I have sat there and I've been like, I really want to watch this video. Where is it? Where is it? That gap between Christmas, like the 2 week gap I had to wait between the episodes, was excruciating because I wanted to watch him play it more, to see his side and viewpoints on the game and see his laughs, knowing what was coming up, being able to enjoy the content and know that someone else out there vastly enjoys it. And it's weird enough to say that MatPat really doesn't judge, you know? Not that people judge too heavily in general, but you know, having that the safety net of, you have someone else out here who loves this. Like, I genuinely can't wait to see who else takes a hold of GT Live. I don't want GT Live to end, or GT not live. I don't want it to end. I understand that MatPat's going to not be hosting it at a certain point. And, you know, we might see multiple creators across the other channels show up on GT Live, maybe less frequently. But that's really cool and really exciting. You know that someone has made an impact when, I wanted to make sure I note this, when you go to work or you go out and about and you can see that, like when the FNAF movie came out and you can see everybody, you know, hear people yell in the theater, "It's MatPat!" Or, you know, be able to be so excited that you see him on screen and know that's a creator. Because, you know, if you can't tell, one of my big dreams is to be a YouTuber. A lot of people impacted that want. MatPat was one of them. I can't spell. Argle. Arglethump, there you go. Arglethump has been another one that I've watched. I definitely watched from when I was even a smaller creator. A lot of people in the Nancy Drew communities know him. 16 years ago, Shamrock Dancing. And look, 15 years ago, his first game was a Nancy Drew game. That's not entirely shocking to me at all. But you know, this guy, he's still going. What, 16 years ago, and he's still finding a way to do Nancy Drew content, and he's still going. You know, that's amazing. And looking at these creators that we know and love, right? And I look back and I know that Arglethump has a kid. You know, we're starting a new era for everything. You know, all of, you know, the people that you used to watch are starting to phase out, and you have to start to change. I mean, I've talked about Dazorian Gaming before. Dazorian Gaming has a lot going on himself. He posted 2 videos, and then he hasn't posted much in like 4 months. You know, I mean, Dazorian over here has had a major impact in my life on YouTube. I mean, if I just scroll down a little bit, well, at some point, where was it? I feel like it was towards the top. No. A little bit down further. This right here, which I need to get back. This is one of them. I need to get back to working on it. I'm trying to make a trivia game. It hasn't made much progress. My life's been so busy, and I barely find time to just relax anymore. I really want to get that game done. But I made this little game, and he played it, and I just love the joy and the fun that he has. And a little bit further down, if I can find it again. somewhere. Why do I have some watched episodes on this channel? This one, oh my goodness, this one's so good. I got to play with a creator I watched for a lot of years. I don't know, let me go to my own channel. 512. Boom, 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 boom. Playlist. Let me search up. Doing these were amazing, and all of these were really fun too, but this one right here, 2 years ago, Craven Manor Remastered. So this video and this video, both edited
Hey there,
by
folks.
me. This
Hey there,
video
folks.
right
My
here.
name is.
So I asked him if he needed any help at the time, and if he needed help any like editing content or anything, and he was like, "Yeah, you could choose a series. I've always wanted to do a Craven Manor remaster edited demo, or like edited down to one video." So I did it, and then afterward, when I sent him the video, I was like, he was like, "You know, it's a multi-part series, right?" And I'm like, no. And it's like, "No, it's only one video." I was like, "That's the demo." I'm like, oh no. And then I edited this already, and I was like, "Are you okay with me posting on this channel?" And he gave me permission, and I released it here, and I didn't get many views, but it meant a lot to me. And then I did this one
Hey there, folks.
on his channel, and this video was completely edited by me through and through, and I had a video that I edited posted on a channel of someone I've watched for such a long time. And it's like, you know, me sitting over here looking back at this channel, and you know, he wants to come back, he wants to do more, but there was a time where I was watching like new content every day from him for such a long time. During the stay-at-home period, a year, I spent so much time watching content from him. You know, I gifted him Outlast 2, and oh goodness, 3 years ago they had the remaster. Oh boy. Oh, that's a re-edit. Okay, that's a re-edit. I was like, I've been watching him for way more than 3 years. But getting introduced to some games through him. You know, I want to watch Black Mesa again. Black Mesa, sorry, can't speak. But like getting introduced to games, knowing that he got to voice a game, and then see him go through Doki Doki Literature Club was really, really fun. I don't know how I watched it on this channel, but I did. But there's so much, you know, 7 years ago he's having a baby. And anyway, my point is change. It's hard. You know, it's probably the hardest for MatPat, because the creator has a connection with their audience that's different than the audience has with their creator. Their content creator, to be more specific. Making videos for entertainment, you know, I don't get a lot of views a lot of the time. And, you know, I try not to view it that way, because I do it for the enjoyment. But you know, I don't get a whole lot of views. And Nancy Drew in particular does not get a lot of views. Will that stop me from posting it? No. I need more Nancy Drew on my channel, as I haven't been doing that much of recent. But, you know, I go look, and I look at this Batman video, 28 views, 27 on this one 2 weeks ago. You know, when I was posting some of these videos and seeing, like, this one has 1K views 4 months ago, and all it is just a teaser trailer. I mean, come on. But like these, you know, I found a way to be able to play those. Doing the Guardians of the Galaxy series. The few interactions you get, and the few interactions that you, like, I only have, I appreciate everyone. I've met some very nice people because of my YouTube channel, and those very nice people are still a part of my Discord server. I've had the privilege in my short time to be able to stream with smaller content creators and playing with people such as MarvyPan or Dazorian. And that's because of YouTube. All these content creators that I watched when I was younger allowed me to follow or start knowing this dream that I wanted to do of doing this. And why I love GT Live so much is because it's longer content. I love the longer content, the video of just binge watching and binge watching and binge watching. If you can't tell, I love series. I do series on my channel all the time. And then I fail to complete series all the time. That's why teams run some of these bigger YouTube channels. That would be a lot easier for it to be easily done. But, you know, having MatPat be a part of my life and seeing him making this hard decision, but for the better for him, and realizing, you know, he said in his video for him to be selfish, and it's like, well, haven't we all been selfish for years? Aren't we always that way with our big content creators? Yes, it's their job, but the people who love it, the people who really appreciate it, they do it because they like it, but their rest of their life suffers. Every minute on screen, every second on screen is another second away from his family. Every minute is a minute away from something else that he really loves, or that he could be doing something else, like creating a game or writing an animated story. Stuff that he really wants to do. And Steph popped out and has popped back in a couple of times over the past couple of years. And it's the same way, you know, seeing a content creator leave that you really like, it's hard. But I'm so appreciative of every second that MatPat has given to us. There's such a plethora of content that I'm so happy that I can watch. I'm very happy that I have the privilege to have been a part of these communities to this point. And if MatPat, if you ever do see this, just thank you. Thank you for every second that is on these videos. Thanks to your team too for all their hard work. But for every second you spend away from your family or doing something else that you could be doing, I know you love it. I know you do. But every second is a second that he can never get back. And where did he spend it? Oh, yes. Where did he spend it? On one of these channels. Content creating for us. Thank you. You know, it is a life. Like, it is how he makes money. And no one's lost on that. Oh, not the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Return of Nugget. MatPat meme review. I killed Markiplier. Oh, yeah, he was in that. You know, in a year's time from now, when we look back on this, we'll just be like, ah, yes, MatPat. Still around, but love the new creator. But also, this is awesome. All these memories. A new Portal game. Like, I want to watch that. And the theory videos. It's not... I can imagine how hard it would be for him. But I want to make sure that everyone who watches my channel knows I appreciate you. And I don't think MatPat will ever know how much I enjoy watching his videos. How much I will miss the meme reviews and the game theory. You know, GT Live was kind of like a little insight and him throwing around ideas for game theories. Yeah. I hope, you know, my content will never live up to an amazing team over on GT Live, game theorists, all of them. But, you know, I love YouTube. I love making content. I love sharing games. I mean, you know, has MatPat ever played Rain? He's no hero. I doubt if he's played Rain, I doubt it's gonna be on this channel. I doubt it. But you know, not everyone knows of certain games, and that's one of the things I love about YouTube is, you know, covering the big games. Like, I played through Security Breach, and that's another thing. Is some games I save for myself. Some games like Sister Location. Well, yeah, Sister Location, but sorry, more so Security Breach, Ruin, Help Wanted 2. Those 3 games have been like things that I've thought of, like, I want to record, but I've kept them. I've watched people play them, primarily MatPat, obviously, because of FNAF. But, you know, My Friendly Neighborhood, I watched him play that. Oh, the Mr. Tomatoes and Mrs. Lemons, and then the theory version. There's so much, and hard to put in so few words. Bendy. Dream is my son. But I could sit here pondering over these channels for another hour and not get anywhere with my words beyond the obvious that I've stated. Thank you. Thank you, MatPat. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, CatPat. Thank you, the team behind all the channels that have gotten us, the community, this far. Gotten MatPat and the team as a whole this far. I hope one day I can make someone as happy as MatPat made everyone. And maybe I already have. But the joy that has come. I mean, again, I mentioned this earlier, but I walked down a hall at work and I you know, to like someone mentioned to me today when it just happened, you heard MatPat retired or is retiring? And I'm like, yeah. It's insane how casual we are with such a gigantic influence that this has. And MatPat's not lost on that. I wish I could meet him. I hope I meet him. I don't get out much though. I don't like go to conventions. And it's not like any big people really have ever, anyone that's really big has ever like dropped down by my hometown or anything, or so it probably won't happen. But I would love to meet him and thank him in person, you know. But isn't that all of us? Isn't that what everyone who knows MatPat would love to do? You know? I feel that's what a lot of people would want to do. So anyways, on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up here. It's just a video reminiscing and hopefully stressing how much creators mean to me and how much MatPat meant. Even though part of the video was not spent talking about MatPat, but that's a completely different story. We don't worry about that. To the next people who step in and take over the channels, y'all be amazing. You've been there already. You've been a part of it. You'll continuously amaze and astound and create content that's amazing. No doubts. It's just hard sometimes. And I think in an honorary outro, remember, that's not a game theory. Thanks for watching.